From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Cincinnati Bengals. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
No. Check. Patriot. We got three, fellas. We got three. Over.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Second down, here's Mixon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
Detroit! Gun!
Out of the gun now on third down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This is taken at his 4. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. To lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Left.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, You can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Mahomes to throw on second down. He's going to look deep for Watkins. This is intercepted. Picked off at the 17.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Watching that, Barney.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Back to throw here. He completes it to Boyd. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Over! Watching that, Barney.
Now a play fake here on first down. Airing one out for Boyd. And it's caught inside the 30. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking of covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
A handoff to Mixon. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
No. Check. Patriot. Watching that, Barney.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Cairo Santos, former Chiefs kicker, on for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And out come the Chiefs now. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Left. Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And as a defender, if you go with 2 interceptions in a game, that's pretty rare in the NFL. You might see one guy a weekend do that. but to have 2 in the first quarter, that's something you don't see all that often. I have a feeling they'll think twice about throwing in his direction too often.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A good pickup there, a 22. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They'll look to throw now on first down. To the left side here for Eifert. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with the football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a second down at 5 here to start things out.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Over! 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 Over!
They'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Over! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll set up a throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And now here comes Kansas City. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Z.
They go play action here on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 2nd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on fourth down. And the Bengals will get the football back. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on fourth. And we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Gun! 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 Over!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone. The City offense now as they get set to take over. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked...
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. This is taken at the 3. And he's got room. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Bengals. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge it. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
On first down, Mahomes. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. There he goes left side. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. Butker now to add the extra point. No problem there on the extra point, and that will get them one closer. Butker now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Bengals getting set to go. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Steps away to his left. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Watch him now, Barney. Over.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this.
Detroit! Watch him now, Barney!
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction.
Detroit! Now let's go! Blue 90! Detroit! Watch him now, Barney!
Back to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. All right, here we go. 319. Check, crunch. Over.
They'll look to throw. And incomplete. A disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on 3rd down.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And now here comes Kansas City. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And they'll get him down up past the 15. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Mahomes now on first down. That is incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. Our first update now comes from Atlanta, and it's the NFC champs, the Falcons, that have moved out to an early advantage. I would definitely imagine we'll hear more from that game as we go along.
Over! Check 31.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And now it's 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Hey. We got three. Three down. Gun!
He'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be caught. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Tyler Boyd, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 43. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And where the ball is now, you got the field goal pretty much in the bag. Now do you try for the end zone a couple of times?
I don't think there's any question about it. You might get a gift of 6 points rather than the 3 that you just noted that you feel like you already have. Be aggressive, go after it, and try and get those points.
To Mixon on the check down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. In for the score. And the Bengals just continue to pour it on.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Green 90. Green 90.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it 2nd down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Slow. Ready. Green 90. Green 90. Ace.
Final shot before the half for Mahomes. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it now. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. After the run, here's 2nd and 8 from the 27.
Blue 45. Blue 45.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
Mahomes now just 7 of 16 passing thus far, but he's got a 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
54. Ace. Slow. Slow. Z.
Mahomes now on 1st down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
He'll get it up the middle. And a good display of footwork will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams with touchdown 8 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. Point after, up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. Butker now to kick this one away. So bad mistake there by the kickers. The ball goes out of bounds. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Detroit! Over!
Now back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And that one results in 35 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 25-yard line.
Gun! Watch him now, Barney!
They'll set up to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. Got a nice lead. You should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Over! Watch him now, Barney! Gun!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
All right, now look at 56.
Back to throw here. He's got his man, Boyd. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Tyler Boyd, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals have got it on cruise control. Santos with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 39. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long. Now, this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And his throw incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And now it's 3rd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they got a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Coverage there by the former 1st-round pick, William Jackson.
Where the fans should be applauding this defense right now. It's an excellent job. They force a 3 and out, and they should be able to set up their guys with great field position, probably near midfield or better.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. They'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. So a change of possession here. On the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And out now, here come the Bengals. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Now, Barney, Barney. No. Check. Patriot. Gun. Over.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. And now he's closing in on 450 yards passing.
That's an incredible number. I mean, you're talking about the best defenders in the world that you're trying to throw the ball against, and you're creating that type of a number. Fantastic job, fantastic performance, and he's going to have to ice up his arm afterwards, too.
Back now in Cincinnati. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Over. Watch you now, Barney.
They'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Malone. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Now the Bengals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Gun.
They'll look to throw here. Going for it all. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Watch you now, Barney. Over.
A first carry down for Kofrani Muhammad. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. On the toss, Bernard. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. This just a 24-yard attempt. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They go play action here on first down. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Blue 45. Blue 45.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. Swipe, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jordan Willis in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And going deep for Hill. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes buying time to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker. Sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will get them one closer. Butker now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right?
Yes,
as the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Ah, yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from their first one and blew out the Seahawks.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It's caught inside the 25. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. He drops it off for Bernard. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now it looks like he'll throw here. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. He was trying to get it to Josh Malone. That'll bring up 2nd down. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
They get it to him running left. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
This is taken at the 3. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Being chased out left. He's going to let it fly. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
The Chiefs on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. He is going to find Hill here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A very solid gain of 27. Now a play fake here on 1st down. It's Kelsey on the grab. 23 yards on the play.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. Carl Lawson in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
This is caught. Watkins. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. They'll come out in the pistol. Now Mahomes. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll get nothing out of that one. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. They'll run it with Williams. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Just a formality now, but here's the extra point. And he missed it. It wouldn't have mattered. They were going to lose either way, but the game ends strangely on a missed PAT. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Cincinnati, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they taste defeat for the first time this season as they drop to 5-1. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.